Hello, my name is Ashley Robinson, and I'm the editor of Spud Smart. Today, I'm here to talk about our top 10 most innovative products for 2022. I have Brent Rigby from Spudnik Equipment here to chat with me about their product, the 8312 potato planter, which was named one of Spud Smart's most innovative products. Thanks so much for being here, and congrats.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for allowing us to kind of chat and talk about this neat product that we do have on the market that we've had for the last few years, and we're still designing on. So
awesome. So first off, can you just tell me a bit more about what the 8312 potato planter is?
you bet. It's based off of our planters that we have been building over the last probably 20, 30 years. They kind of started in a 4-row configuration, went to a 6-row configuration, and then we came out with an 8-row configuration that was very popular. But the problem is to get them down the road. They're awfully wide, and so to be able to transport, especially in some of these other areas that are growing potatoes in kind of a tight road situation, as these cities grow and stuff, we started to decide we needed to design a different planter that gave us the versatility to be able to get up and down the roads, as well as the versatility to maneuver in the field and to also increase our production. So that was one of the goals that we had when we started to design the 8312. We actually started with a concept of a different fold type planter that we ended up scrapping because it did not work the way we thought. So the engineers went back to work on this one, and we kind of nicknamed it the praying mantis because of how it folds up. So we actually we're based on a 6-row configuration on this planter, so that you can actually plant 6 rows if that's all you wanted to plant there for a minute. And then we actually fold out to 12 rows. So we double the width at that point. So for transport, it's a wonderful thing because we get down the road like a 6-row, but as soon as we pull in the field, then we can go to a 12-row configuration. The way we've designed it also is that every 3 rows is put together. So we can plant 6 rows, we could plant 3 rows if we really wanted to, out to 9 rows to 12 rows. And so the other concept, and I think you're probably going to go on, but the other concept to this, we really wanted to get some production with this machine. And so when this product first initially started, I'd say probably 6-7 years ago in concept, it's taken a little while to get to that point. But this product is a product to plant potatoes, and we're excited about it.
Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of options, it sounds like, to it. And you kind of said this before, but what makes it so novel and such a new and amazing product?
So really, as you look at the planter, the planters that are out there, both Spudnik and other competitors with us, I guess, or other industry people that are manufacturing potato planters right now, this one kind of stands out because of its folding ability and also the capacity that we put in it for holding seed. So now we can pull into a field, and which is interesting. We've had some different situations where we've sold them into smaller fields or areas that have smaller fields, which we were kind of questioning at the time. Why would you want a 12-row planter in a couple of acre field to have to maneuver? But as what we found is because of the seed handling capacity with it, and also the width, we were able to go into these smaller fields and maneuver better with a 6-row base and with the capacity so that they could plant 2 or 3 at a time and actually sit at one location to have to load this planter. That was some of the reason that we really got excited about this planter, is because it's so versatile, and also opening the door to be able to get the crop in a quicker time, especially when the soil's ready to go. When Mother Nature says, it's time to plant, we can go in there and we can get a lot. We've had up to a 220 acre day with one of these planters. So that's an exciting milestone for us to move forward.
That's so awesome. And I know when I talk with potato growers and stuff, there's always worry about having enough people to be able to plant the crop and everything. So anything that they can do that can allow them to work with less people and be able to get a lot of the crop in is really important.
Yes. Well, and that was one of the other things that we thought, if this can take the place of two machines in the field, one, it's going to, like you said, it's going to cut down labor. It's also going to cut down on the tractor usage that you have to have. And with the tractor price, it's not going down. Uh, you know, you're able to use one tractor instead of two to achieve a lot of the same operation that you were doing with two. The other thing that we kind of looked at, and it's probably more common talk today than it has been for quite a while, is the carbon footprint. Mm-hmm. So if we can put less equipment in that field and get the same production, then we're helping that area as well.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like you've kind of said this before, but what makes it such an important product for the potato industry?
Well, I think one is productivity, which we kind of talked about. I think the productivity is probably a huge part of this product. Being able to have the universal part of it to be able to match some of your fields and how you plant. The other thing that is exciting is, I think compaction is another one. We're actually spreading that across more area, so we're not getting the compaction out of the machine as much. And obviously the timing to get the crop in when it needs to go in. Mm-hmm. And operators we're having a harder time finding more operators. And some of that reason is we don't have as many guys on the farm like we used to. The kids aren't growing up on the farm like they did. And so some of the operators to operate this equipment, we can have one good operator that will cover a lot of area.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned before you guys are still working on redesigns and stuff of this. So what are your future plans for the product?
We've got some conceptual ideas right now. A lot of people are starting to talk about bed planting for uniformity of the size of potatoes, especially the chip market is talking about that pretty heavy on the process side. So we're actually looking at some different configurations of row units on the unit itself. And then also spacing wise, right now we're in a 36-inch and a 34-inch spacing, and we're looking for some other spacing options as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us about the 8312 potato planter, and have a great day.
Well, you too. Thank you very much for visiting with us and letting us brag up our piece of equipment a little bit.
Thanks everyone for watching, and please make sure to watch the rest of our video interviews with the other winners on the Spud Smart website and check out the story about all of the winning products.